Hold on, everybody. Let's see. We're supposed to be muted right now. All right, guys. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Whoa, only day that I have not had a handle on in this 3 weeks, and it's just because everything was coming at me. I was trying to do it all at once. So don't worry if you're not on live. That's totally fine. If you are, I'm glad you are. My biggest motto here this year, guys, is like, let's keep it so simple. Let's not put that pressure on ourselves. Let's not fret about anything. There really isn't that much information that you need to know. Shocker, right? Because that's what we've always been doing, is learning a lot of information and tuning into a lot of different calls. Truly, the only reason I'm doing this call right now is so you'll have something to watch to understand this new way that we're doing things. I hope that some people are left at the end to ask some questions. I will do another call. I know this was very spontaneous. I just want to go a little bit over our new plan. Okay, so first of all, what did it look like? In Beachbody, as long as most of you have been a coach, we've had challenge packs and challenge groups, and what that looked like is you as a coach committed to your health and fitness using our products, and you shared that on social media. You invited other people to join you. They started using the products. You offered them the coaching opportunity. They started inviting people as well. That is how the majority of us have built our business. That is a very noble way. I and Tony built a 7-figure business doing that. It worked. What did I notice? That it became very time consuming. A lot of our own time and energy put into social media groups, Facebook messages that go on and on and on. And there was just a lot of input on our part. We didn't see a whole lot of duplication, which means we didn't see the money that we were hoping for, and kind of getting burnt out, right? So I had a choice after having a very difficult time last year, 2017, with seeing the vision clearly, with having confidence in connecting a new prospect and coach to the opportunity, because I felt like social media had changed, the amount of what they'd have to learn had changed, algorithms, Instagram, all these new things that they had to change. I felt like it became very confusing, tiresome, and just really overwhelming. So my choice was leave my 7-figure business because I no longer believed in our system, or figure out a new system. And this was seriously just a product of me on my knees every single night praying, God, show me how to lead this team. Show me the next step in my business. And I'll be so honest, if this isn't where I'm supposed to be anymore, make it abundantly clear, because I'll peace out. You'll provide a way. But he did not tell me to leave at all. In fact, he woke me up out of the middle of the night with a sentence that said, if everyone says yes, everyone wins. Okay, so of course it's like, well, not everyone's going to say yes, but it was my job as the leader of this team and the founder of this team to figure out a way to position our opportunity to where people want to say yes, okay? To position in a new way to where it's like a no-brainer. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with traditional network marketing, but that's basically where you lead with the business, and it's based around a quality product. It's based around a quality consumable product. Now, what we have in Beachbody, which is very, very unique, is we have elevated options of what people are already consuming. I'm talking about protein shakes that people are getting from GNC. I'm talking about supplements. I'm talking about Rockstars, Monsters, energy drinks. I'm talking about our entire product catalog can replace something that somebody is spending their money on. And that's a beautiful thing. We also have fitness that is streamed right to our house for an entire year for $100. And I don't know if even the local crappy gym can do that. Okay. So we have, like I said, a unique opportunity here, because what we have, everybody needs. They may not all know they want it, but they all need it, okay? So instead of hoping to attract challengers that become Beachbody advocates, and we hope that they become business-minded people, my new plan for all of us that is very effective is to talk to the business-minded people. We're looking for business-minded people who want to build a business around our products, okay? So how does that look? Well, no matter what, if you're a brick and mortar, or if you are network marketing, or if you're an Etsy shop or whatever, you need a list of people. You need people in order for your business to go around. So our first step in this business, new way of doing it, is still having a list. Now, what I want you to do, if you're watching this, I want you to make sure that you're in the unified group, because in the files, you'll find everything you need. It's far less than what it used to be. But there's an 11-step checklist of what you need to plug into. Guys, this is what's different, is this is a simple system that you plug yourself into, and you follow. There's 11 steps. Number 11 being, okay, nothing like that to kill your mojo. I had everyone mute upon entry, but alas. So you're plugging yourself into a system, and you're plugging your people into a system. Now, like I said, I want everyone to get into that unified group. I want you to check out the checklist, and I want you to follow the steps. You're going to have to make a list, but I want you to have fun with that. I don't know, guys, but it got to where it felt like I want to offer this person something, but what we're currently doing feels like I'm offering them a death sentence, and I just certainly cannot do that. I don't like them. I mean, I like them. I don't want them to die, right? I didn't want to invite them to that. But I can invite them to follow an 11-step system. So you make a list, all right? You got all these people that you really like. And this is the part where, if you've ever heard network marketing is hard, this is likely what they're talking about. Because what I'm about to tell you that we do is uncomfortable. And sometimes uncomfortableness can feel hard. But what we do is we get uncomfortable enough until we feel comfortable, right? So on the list, you have a very simple 8-step script that you follow. It's by Eric Worre. This is not my concept, guys, but it's from Eric Worre, who teaches people how to build a network marketing business the right way. He has been in this industry for 20 plus years, and he wants to teach people how to do it right so it is respected as a real business, right? Because people, let's be honest, network marketing has a stigma, and it's because we've all done it the wrong way, right? A lot of people have done it the wrong way. We've sent spammy stuff. We've sent our entire pitch in one message. We've done a lot of things, and a lot of times people I feel like everyone runs like roaches when the lights come on when I walk into a room because I'm about to pitch them. And it's like, okay, we got to change the way we're doing it. You start out with your list every day. Let's just say you have an hour, okay? And you look at your list and you message them in some way. I don't know if it's text message, Facebook message, that's up to your discretion. But you say, hey, I have something really awesome to run by you. Do you have a second to talk? And they're like, yeah, I can talk. Can I call you right now? It will seriously take 2 minutes. That's going to be a yes or no, okay? So if it's a yes, ring, ring. Hey, girl, I'm busy. You're busy. I know. I'll get right to it. That's be in a hurry. Second is compliment them. I have always loved the way you XYZ. It's got to be your truth. I've always loved the way you, light up a room or bounce around, or how energetic you are, run your life or run your household, whatever the truth is. And then you'll tell them the invitation, which is, for me right now, I'll just tell you what it is and you can adapt it. Look, girl, I have completely revamped and redirected how I run my business. I am so excited about it. I was wondering, if I sent you just a 6-minute video explaining a little bit about what I'm talking about, would you watch it and let me check back in on you? Yeah? Okay, could you watch it tonight since it's so short? Awesome. Okay, after you watch tonight, I'm going to check back tomorrow and see what you like best, and then get off the phone. You can do that in 4 minutes or less. And that is what I've been taught since the very beginning, Danny Johnson days. She's traditional network marketing as well. She went from a broke waitress, I don't know, maybe she was pregnant too like I was, but just from a destitute place. Someone talked her into this business model. She had a box sitting in the back of products she didn't like and didn't want to use, but she was desperate, and she made her first $2 million in the first 2 years, and it was by doing phone calls. And so when you go to one of her seminars, she'll say, you can do 100 calls a day because they're so short. But you better be adding to that list, right? Because where do they come from? So that's the other hard element, okay? Reaching out to those people, but also adding people to it every day. Where do you find them, right? that's where we have to be developing that skill of making friends. And if any of you have ever watched like Eric Worre's like 7-Step Script, it's, you're a friend maker. We're in the friendship business. So I don't know, everywhere you go, maybe put your phone in your purse and look at people and smile and create conversation. I'm looking at Kelly Grothy right now. She'd be amazing at that. Y'all, this is the part, I was on a call last night delivering this, and I said, all right, we all go to Starbucks. What if it's something like, man, you're pretty awesome. I just love the way you spun that drink around in your hand, or whatever you did, okay? I don't know if you're interested in creating another stream of income, but I have something pretty awesome, and I'd love to run it by you. Can you give me your email, or would you mind giving me your email, and I'll send it to you? I mean, we need to get fluent in things like that. So I said that as an example last night, and this girl was like, that's not just hard. That is utterly terrifying. I can see that, man. I have offered this opportunity to a server of mine before and was completely shot down. And I walked out. I mean, this is after I was making definitely 6 figures, mid 6 figures. Knew I had something good to offer. I was like, well, that was kind of embarrassing. But, I didn't die. And here's the thing I think we all need to wrap our head around is when you know what this business can produce, when it's happening in your own life, not only will you walk around wanting to share it with everybody, you'll do it with confidence, with your shoulders up and back, because you know that once you plug them into this easy system, they have a chance at building a business, okay? If we walk around thinking they're going to be doing you a favor because it's the last 2 success skill points that you need, and that perhaps there'll be an amazing 2-star diamond that you need, then it maybe feels like you are asking them for a favor. But that's not what we're in the business of. We're not asking for favors. We're doing favors. I was talking to Craig Holiday again yesterday because I'm like, I need to be really super clear on how this is going to look, because I've started this new system and it's going and it feels good, and people are signing, and people are excited, and people are seeing the vision. But how does this look? So I'm asking them leadership questions, right? Tony just printed this off because he was all up in my messages helping me out. And Craig had sent this, so he printed it. And it says, I am the CEO of a health and wellness marketing company. My job and focus is in developing a robust distribution channel of our health and wellness products and building generational leadership. I provide hope and opportunity to entrepreneurs everywhere who join me in building an ever-increasing channel of distribution. That's what I do. We connect business-minded people to amazing products, and we teach them how to plug other people in and build a business around those products. This is a business of duplication. And that is where we've had a breakdown, guys. We know that it only takes 8 to 12 people to get diamond, and we go for that, and then we kind of sit on that, hoping that those 8, it's technically 12, 8 that you're responsible for bringing in, really do something. And we just kind of sit there hoping that they all become business builders, and that's not the reality. That's not how it happens. People get it, and they go. Some people don't. They fall off. We've got to ever be adding to it. But that's the beautiful part about it. And once you see the way duplication happens, and duplication isn't just the first level that you bring in. It's when they bring in a level, and it's layers down that you actually start to see things happening. We've got to get out of our own head. That's the only thing that's going to hold us back here, is being in our head, thinking that we won't have people to offer to, thinking that they're not going to like it, or they're not going to get it, or whatever. We have to just take that ceiling off. We have to break through that. The only thing that's going to allow you to do that is if you have a big dream or reason to do this business. I've never seen anyone just hobbying it to 6 or 7 figures, like they had a reason to do it. Maybe they just saw their first $500 commission check and they're like, whoa, this is an actual business. Let me build this. But it does take, it's not on accident, it's on purpose. So I assume that if you're listening to this call, then you want to build a business. If you had a system, and I know that this is how other companies do it. If you had a system, could you be confident in just plugging people into it? I am asking for you guys to make a 6-month commitment. And there's no contract to sign. You won't be out any money, but I'm asking you to make a 6-month declaration to me and yourself that you can plug yourself into the system and get the video in front of people for 6 months and just see the growth. Now, let me explain what happens. They say, yes, I would like to watch that video. And then they watch it. And then you check back to see what they like best. They're intrigued enough. This is when you're going to get on a connect call. This is a 3-way call with your leader or myself. Now, for the past 3 weeks, I've been doing all the calls, okay? Because I'm training you guys up right now. I'm training leaders up. I talked to Craig last night. I'm like, okay, so when is it no longer me doing the call? When is it them? He says, as soon as you close, as soon as one person that you do a 3-way call for signs up, that person is now on their own because they know what to say. I have had no problem getting on and doing these calls because the more I say it, the more fluent I become. It's all practice. And I like that because when you're fluent, you're more confident, right? But there's going to be a time when that's no longer equaling freedom for me. And that's not what I can't teach you guys a new way that holds you down, right? So we all need to be creating leadership underneath us. People who are confident in this process. People who are confident in our products and our business, okay? So this can't always be, I can't enable people, right? But I want you to know that there's always going to be a third-party resource. If you have someone and you're like, I know that it's all on me, but I really don't want to screw this one up, I would love to talk to that person for you. You know, there's always, this is where it's a team effort. There's always going to be someone that's going to be in your corner. Third parties are fantastic in this business because it makes you not the expert. It's not only you telling this person how awesome it is. It's me, or it's another leader, or it's somebody who's, you know, made it work in their life. And that's where you're not alone. You never will be. But just think of it as a band of brothers and sisters who, I mean, not who, how do I say it? It's not all, okay, did you notice how I never even said anything about challenge groups? Raise your hand. Never did. Okay, I was talking to a top 10 coach last night. He's at the house with his wife, okay? I'm explaining this new system, and I had no plans of doing that because I've actually kept it pretty hush-hush because I want to see it work in Beachbody. I want to see this team rise to the top because they've changed what they were doing, okay? It's not exactly the network norm, right? Okay, so when I was explaining it, he said, so it's not like you're helping a group of people on their health and fitness anymore. You're plugging people into a system to where they can work on their own health and fitness and plug a bunch of other people into a system too. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yes, I didn't even think of it like that. I didn't even think of it. And it's exactly my story. I wasn't ever in a challenge group. I pressed play every day and drank my shake begrudgingly for the first 4 months every day because it was my business tools. That was part of my business. I needed the products to work because without a beneficial consumable product, this business doesn't work, okay? And by consumable, I mean you ingest it or use it and it depletes each month to where you have to order again. So I'm not talking about things that you that collect around your house. No offense, but none of us want to be hoarders, right? Okay, so it's like, yeah, of course I still have my ongoing support group that started in January of 2017, and I have no problem keeping that open. I add my new coaches into it, and if someone decides not to coach, but they still want to use the products, I'll add them into it. But I am no longer a slave to my social media, okay? That's the whole reason I'm here teaching this new plan because I want you guys to feel free. Yes. Who's nodding over there? Ashley. I see you feeding that baby girl. Okay. So you still have to meet people somewhere. I want you to refine that skill of talking to people in person, but I don't want you to completely quit social media. But how does this new system change the way you're working on social media now? Well, for one, you are using your Facebook friends as a list, and I know that sounds scammy, but it's not. You're not engaging in long, hey girl conversations that go on and on and on for eternity, right? I've got some in my like page that are literally weeks. If I would have just said, hey, can you jump on the phone real quick? I could have had it done like that, yes or no. Done, yes or no. The phone is a lost art, okay? We've got to bring that back up. How else has it changed what we're doing on social media? Well, if I never posted another picture of myself again, I would still have a business of my own that I could connect people to. We've used social media as attraction marketing for a very long time, but I don't think that is the only way. How do I mean? Let me try to explain that. What I love about this new way is without people having ever seen my social media, they still have all the reason in the world to want to join. That puts us all on a level playing ground, because I felt like I was trying to teach people how to be so amazing looking on social media that we were completely missing our main focus, which was communication. So if I just sent a video for people to watch and then got on a call with them, it doesn't matter what car I drive, what my house looks like, what my body looks like. You've got a third party telling them what's up. You've got you telling them what's up. We're just completely changing the way you build. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. And I know it's kind of weird, but my brain sees it. Does that make sense? This is where you can say, I've got a question, or whatever. What have I missed? Anything? You got to get into the unified group and look at the files. It should walk you through pretty clearly. There's a checklist, and one of the points points you to two of the points points you to two other files. You got to learn that 8-step script by Eric Worre and get fluent. Okay. I know that happens with practice. So you can practice in the group. You can practice on your success partner. You can practice on your family. You can practice on the people that you actually want to use it on, but you got to get fluent in it, because when you say it with confidence, the way Jamie said it last night was, if I had something that could improve your health and your fitness and your finances, would you be interested in looking at that? And I just saw him beam, light up, like, I can do that. I can do that to everybody I pass. And I could see him doing that. Hey, listen, if I had something that can improve your health, your fitness, and your finances, would you be interested in taking a look at it? Yeah? Okay, awesome. Give me your email. I'm going to send you a little video for you to watch. Who feels like they could say that with confidence? I do. And I don't care if I get shot down 10, 15 times a day. The more I say it, the better I'm going to get, and the more yeses I'm going to get. Okay. So it looks like Ashley has a hand up.
My question is, like, how I've seen Courtney and Danielle post, like, they're posting more like on the business side and stuff now. And I've kind of used a few like excerpts from like Courtney's posts, you know what I mean? How are you like you mentioned that, but like, how are you posting? I guess I know we're doing IG stories and stuff now. We're not doing all the selfies and the transfer. I know we're not doing that. And like Danielle's explained that, but how are we, I guess from you, what are you posting? Like,
that's a good question. Well, my idea is for this to be, and this is how I've been posting. Ever since I've started this new simple system and redirected my team, I've had such an excitement and light, and I've never been more excited about my business. Like, I'll say things like that. And I've gotten so many messages from leaders in this business saying, what are you doing? So that's intriguing. People are bogged down. If a top 10 coach and his wife are sitting there going, dude, something's got to change. Right? Okay, because let's just imagine that you got Success Club 20 every month, and that's 10 people, and then you just keep putting them into a group, and that's hundreds of people that you feel personally responsible for. I know as coaches, that is our kind of like we're accountability partners. That was part of our thing. But this is where I'm having to uncondition people's brains and say, we are business people that are asking people to pull their pants up and commit to their own journey. You know what I mean? And guess what? This business asks you to read personal development. That helps you on your journey. Now, of course, there's going to be people that have, this is a mindset, right? They're going to have hurts and obstacles from their past, and we have felt like we needed to help them navigate through that before, right? That can weigh on you. The to-be mindset, I have no idea what exactly that's going to be, but I'm really hoping that it helps to become that accountability partner. But really, people are going to have to kind of plug in, dial in, and help. So we're alleviating, help themselves. And I feel like I had a ton of issues, but I had no problem pressing play, and I did my own work on myself outside of, I never once asked my coach to help me on my health and fitness journey. Isn't that weird? Because I was a business person that was just going to do what I had to do. And that's really what we're looking for. That's what's going to cause duplication. So I'm trying to think, like, if we didn't have fitness and we just had supplements, how would that look? Would you hold a group that people use, to make sure they were using their products? Probably not. I don't have like my oil person asking me all the time if I'm using my stuff, right? There's no really accountability there. That's how we have to look at it. We have to trust that people are taking their goals seriously. They're going to start their health and fitness, and they're going to do it because it's their business. All right. So that brings me to the tiers here. We offer people the coaching opportunity. Hi, cutie. To build a business around our awesome products. And then some people are like, love my job, don't want additional stream of income. And that's something our video talks about. The importance of creating additional stream of income is smart, right? This doesn't have to be their only way, but it's an extra way. So they're like, no, I love my job. I don't need any extra money or whatever. Okay, that's fantastic. I'm sure you'd love to save some money. You would go then to the discount coach, getting the discount. And if they're like, no, which hardly ever happens. I have a couple of people. Nope, customer only. That's fine too. They get to go into your group. There's not a whole lot of, they get the group. You know what I mean? I'm not putting a whole lot of my time, energy into that. Make sense? I'm really looking to rise up leaders who want to change the trajectory of their life by using health and fitness products and by building a team of people. That's what I want to do. Anyone else have questions? Comes your business again. Yes. All right. Can I post something like you said before? I am not a health and fitness professional. I am a business leader who uses health and fitness product to plug someone into the system. Yes. I love that, Allison. Absolutely. Sorry, I'm going to copy and paste that just so people can ask, what was that you mumbled through? I have loved this approach so much. I do too. Rachel says, I feel awkward anyway. Guys, the reality is we have something really awesome here. We have an amazing opportunity. We just have to get it in front of people. There's nothing wrong with asking somebody if they want a cup of tea, and there's nothing wrong with asking someone if they want to look at the opportunity to create more income. Look at it as you offering them a favor. I always have to compare it to, had my coach not presented this to me, who knows what my life would look like. I'm thankful. So if you can do anything to help you, get bold and brave, is just think, when they are making X amount of dollars to make their life easier, they're going to be thankful. That's it. Okay, so when you hear this new plan, I know some people just jumped on. Do you have questions? It's very clear to me now, only because I studied network marketing before I became a Beachbody coach, and because I've been saying it every day, 3 times a day for 3 weeks. But some of you may have some questions. We're really having to recondition our brain. So I've totally pulled the rug out from under you guys, flipped the script completely. I understand that I've done that. But this is a recorded call and I'm saying all kinds of things, but the way we had it, guys, was not sustainable and it was not duplicatable. Okay? We had to change something if we were going to rise. The people that are still doing pretty good with this system, current system, they have a lot of reach on social and they have assistants. Just being honest here, okay? If you want to build a real network marketing business where you have a team of people who are excited to build their team, I'm asking you to commit to this system. One of the things that I'm also asking you to do, which is in the checklist, is you're going to study Eric Worre. This is his stuff, okay? So you'll read his book, and you'll learn his script. And if it'd behoove of you to get on his YouTube and his Facebook and just channel all of his free resources. The hours that we have spent on trying to be really relevant on social and all that, I want you to use learning the profession of network marketing. There is a place for social media. I feel like we've been doing it wrong. I take 100% responsibility for that because I didn't know how to change it. I knew we were needing a change. It was like a thing rolling that I couldn't stop. How was me supposed to stand up against all of the network and be like, I think we're all doing it wrong. I've gotten bold in my word. And when leaders reach out and say, what are you doing? I said, look, I'm doing it this way. And we'll see, that kind of thing. But this is a proven system that is duplicable. So I'm asking that you learn the script and you get excited and you make that list. Jess is nodding her head. And you get people on the phone with me and your next in line leader and just start closing some people. I've been doing these calls every day and she signed. And so of course she did because I put her in a position to say yes. And then we don't just sign her. She sits there. She needs to make that list and then get the people that video in front of her people and then get those people that watch the video in front of me or her leader. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's duplicable. Who has a question? My son's home now. That's why I had to jump on early because Michelle, I love your question.
Hey there. And you might have gone over this before I jumped on regarding the onboarding and training. Did you talk about that already? I know there's some confusion. I know plug them right into the group, get them on the checklist to start off. I've tagged people on the checklist, get them started making their list and all that stuff and work them through your checklist that we have in the files. Mm-hmm. But beyond that, are we just sending them to the online office and to look through that training?
No training. No training. This system takes away all training. The only training they need is communication skills and just really building the cojones. Okay.
I understand about building and adding, but I also know that it took me a while to feel comfortable looking at sponsorship drill down, at volume, at all that stuff. You have to have, they're going to want that knowledge. You know what I mean? So they want to understand how to make money. Okay. They want to understand the compensation plan. I just don't know how we're going to feed that in to the recruiting.
Okay. Yeah, I do. Well, we can definitely put some resources, thank you very much, into a file that says this is how volume equates to dollars. This is how you place or whatever. But honestly, I mean, I want people to live in these small few steps until they got the wheels are moving before they try to take on too much. But you're right. There are personality types that want to know what that looks like when they're signing. So
I think if you're talking to more business-minded people, though, they're going to just take that initiative to find that information. If they're in it to make money, they're going to find that. It's not like we're getting people that just wanted to lose weight to force them into a business. Right? I mean, I don't know. For me, when I signed as a coach and I saw you could make money, I was like, what's this? And I found it myself. And
absolutely. It's all there. And if they really, really want it, they're going to find it.
And you know it all. I know you do. So you're their resource.
Yeah. Part of my issue is that I read every word in the entire coach office before I ever signed anybody except my best friend. You know what I mean?
Don't worry, got it.
That was too much. I need, and now, the pendulum is swinging, but I don't know what that happy medium is. They call it Coach Basics. Well, when I did it, it was 60 days.
Yeah, not basic.
Group. I think it's way too much. Mm-hmm. I mean, I liked the 5-day jumpstart we did. Here are your basics. Go run. At least if they're business minded, they're going to want to know those things. And then we're just going to be answering questions left and right. But is there a shortened version? I know the online office has a great training now if you want to know every single detail. I mean, they're not even going to know about rank. They're not going to know, anything. They're just going to be recruiting? What if, they sign 25 people to their first business and are their 3-star and they don't know it? Who knows? You know what I mean? They're just like,
yeah,
Anyway.
I'm like totally that.
I love it.
I didn't know anything for a really long time about any of that, but I will say this. What I did when I was putting together some training for just website stuff, I went on YouTube, Michelle, and I looked at the specific breakdown shortened videos and said, here are some, like Lindsay Stay has some, Matt Way, but even corporate has some like really like there's like a 7-minute video or even a 2-minute one, I think, on volume, but just some really shortened ones. And I just I broke them up into just minor modules, but you could even, it could literally be a Word document in a file where you just go, want more information on volume? Of course you can research everything in the CEO. Want a crash course? Here's a video. Want it, you know what I mean? And just kind of break it down for them like that. Cause I do hear what you're saying as far as all my phone calls that I've been on with people. It's actually the number one question I get, like before I send them the video. They're like, well, real quick, can you just tell me how you make money? Like it's definitely a thing. And I think it's important though, like Lindsay said, to like, as shortened, and you said it too, Michelle, but as shortened information as possible. And there are like some great short little videos on there too, so that you can send them to the CEO and you can also send them to this video here. Yeah. And making them or making your own too is always fun. But I think there's some really, really good ones, and I can give you, I have a bunch. So if you message me later, I'll just send you some too that I found that I thought were really helpful.
Thank you,
Well, we should make a very short, precise file and unified and just have it there.
Yeah, so that everybody can just use it. Linz, I was just going to say real quick too, and some of you guys may have heard this before, just real quick, guys, like when I first started as a coach, like I met with people one-on-one or did phone calls. Like that's like what I did. And I remember, I moved fast, but I think I'm not saying everybody is going to move faster, if that's even like a thing right now, or even if that's better or bad. I don't know, right? But I think that it comes down to, I felt like I built trust up right away. Like I said, I didn't know everything about everything to do with the business, but I knew that this worked, and I had heard Lindsay speak at an event, and I thought, dang, like this is the real deal. And so I shared it like it was the real deal. And the first phone call I had, as personable as I am, I was a director of connections. I have been a telemarketer in college. I mean, seriously, I was shaking. I remember talking to my first person who was shaking, but I just led with confidence in what I did know. And if I didn't know something, I let them know that I was going to find out, but this was the absolute best thing that they could ever do. Mm-hmm. And I think just remember that it's okay if you guys are uncomfortable. I mean, I feel good about it now, but there was a long time when I was really uncomfortable, at times, and still am at moments, but it's worth it. So that's all.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a little bit of uncomfortableness is normal and expected, but eventually you just become confident in what you're offering because you know it's good. Yeah, I get on these connect calls and I just tell people straight up, I'm like, I love what I get to do. I get to connect people to a business using a fantastic product that we all need, and we get to build a team of a tribe of people who do that with me. I mean, it's fun. That's my main thing I'm saying to everybody. You do it like this and keep it fun, you're going to have a really great thing. I mean, it's going to take away all the stuff, and that's what I'm excited to see people feel actually free and fun. I keep my connect calls to 15 minutes, do my best to do that. And it's nice. We will get some resources in the files that, has that training, the business side, the numbers, I guess is what you call it. But I really want to see people duplicating a team every week, adding somebody. Imagine if you had a list of 50 and 10 of them got on the phone with me. and we just got them all signed up. You're instant, you know what I mean? And then you do that again the next month. And you do that with each of the people. That's how duplication works. Of course, not everybody's going to say yes. But when they have it positioned like this, more do. And I feel like my closing rate's pretty good. You know? Questions? No? Does everyone have a clear, I mean, there's really only a few faces on here. Everything else is like a video, I guess. But, or like they have their video closed off. Raise your hand if you understand the system. Leslie's still looking up. Michelle looks pouty though. Do you understand? Yeah.
Okay, so yes and no. I do understand, but I'm having a hard time closing it. Okay, so I've sent 3 videos today. I'm getting on 3 phone calls a day when I drive to my fitness class. I figured, I was like, whatever. I'm driving. No kids are distracting me. But like, I've sent videos prior, and I talked to the other girl, because she missed our call anyways. But like, nobody's really like giving me a firm answer. They're kind of beating around the bush about it, and some of them are like not comfortable getting on a call with you because they don't know who you are. And I'm like, oh, but this is like legit person, my leader, like she knows what she's talking about, And then so some of the people, I'm just talking to them because they don't feel comfortable getting on a Zoom call. And so, but I haven't been able to close it per se. One girl, I sent out the actual link to be a coach with her challenge pack. She was like, yep, I'm ready. Let's sign up. And then she viewed it. And then, but see, she comes to my fitness classes. And so I don't want to be like so pushy, I guess, every time she comes. Like, I don't want to keep asking her about it because I have class tonight. I'm sure she'll come. And we're super close, but I don't want to be like, hey girl, do you want to, finish that? And before, when I was running it more as a challenge-based mindset, I would just say, hey, your link has expired. Did you mean for it to expire? You want me to resend you an email? Blah, blah, blah. And it would be, but knowing that this is a business part, and that's all we've talked about is running the business part, I don't want it to sound like I'm really wanting her to do something that she doesn't want to do. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to figure out how to really close the deals per se. I know that Soren just got home, so I don't want to keep you, but I'm just having a hard time really closing it, I guess.
Right. And I guess that's going to be where you ask questions. Hi. You can say, yes.
No.
Gosh, it's so cold here.
Oh my gosh, me too. That's why I'm in my, I'm in Georgia. I'm in my sweatshirt.
Love you. I'll be right back. Well, ask some questions. Something like, hey, I noticed that you hadn't finalized or made the decision. Is there anything that you're unclear on that I can help you navigate through?
Right. Or
set her at ease and say, I know it feels like a huge commitment. I mean, it's really not. I mean, it's just like a side thing that you could start doing if you had an entrepreneurial feel about you and you make products. You could just, as human as you could possibly be, just if you saw me struggling to make a decision, like what kind of words could you use on me, like with anything? It's asking questions really is what it is.
Okay. Yeah, totally. I mean, I get that. I just, I don't know, I have this nervous side that I'm like, oh, I'm going to push them away, because like a total mind shift, total mind shift over here. But I like it a lot better.
The thing about you can't say the right thing to the wrong person. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. That fear of saying the wrong thing is completely an illusion. You know what I mean? Because you really can't say the wrong thing. People are already starting, their wheels are already turning as soon as you start talking about their own thing. You know what I mean? They're starting about what they're going to do with this or not. You know what I mean? But right before I get on a call with somebody, I say, look, if they're married, and I know because you guys fill out that questionnaire, go home and I want you to talk to your spouse about this. I want you to, if you really feel that fire burning in your tummy and you feel like you can really do something with this, go home and ask them to tell them that you're excited. Ask them for support. Ask them dream build with you. And I want you to start thinking about what you do what kind of big dreams would you have for your family? I'm so excited to get to know you. That's kind of how I feel the thing. Like, I'm excited to do this with you, girl. And Eric Worre always asks for like that commitment.
Right. Well, thank you. No, I'm pretty sure it's going to work. Thank you.
I know without a shadow of a doubt it's going to work. It really is just practice. Like, I guess what I want to ask each of you is to put someone in. We've got all this, like, this simplified thing, but we're not putting it in front of anyone. I'm just going to ask you guys to step out of your comfort zone, put it in front of 5 people in the next 5 days, and just see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of messages coming in and texts and stuff, so is there any questions here?
I was just going to say, guys, I started my calls early last week. I'm still doing follow-ups this week. When I talked to Lindsay on Friday last week, I had done 9, and I got like my first one, like, you know what I mean? So it's like exciting, and it is like, it's a lot of calling and sharing. But now at this time, I'm like, dude, this is the best thing ever. I mean, like, I'm just, I'm excited to talk with them, and I can be in the car, and I just love that I don't have to sit in front of my computer all freaking day long, what a win. What a win. Yay. So
I talked to someone today with Jessie Burr. She has a commute 1.5 hours to work and from work every day. It's like, you don't even have to do your business at home. You can do it in the car. You know what I mean? Like, just what we do now, and I heard this through another business, I'll tell you in just a second. We share videos and answer questions. And now, real quick, I just want to tell you something. A friend of mine, 2012, we all went on a cruise together. She was a fellow diamond. She never could pass diamond. She was a hard worker. She wanted to leave her barbershop business that she owned, and she wanted to be a full-time coach. And she just couldn't seem to break through that diamond. She maybe got to start it. She just couldn't get it going and running, right? She cordially left Beachbody. She did a very good thing by defriending all Beachbody coaches, not out of spite, but out of respect, because she didn't want to cloud their heads, right? And I see a fellow friend, say, congratulations on your first $10,000 week. Now, she couldn't get out of that ceiling with Beachbody, and she went to another business and is making $10,000 a week. So what do I think? How? Why? What was different? I did all of us a favor, and I got on the phone with her. Actually, I messaged her, and I told her a little bit. I said, I am not leaving Beachbody, and this is not to join your team. But I have some questions. And if friends, will you answer, She says, yeah, can we get on the phone? Right then and there, I'm thinking, weird. You got time for a phone call? That's crazy, right? So we get on the phone. She tells me exactly what they do, which I have replicated and changed a little bit and plugged us into it. And then she even did something further. And she said, I'd love to get you on a call with my mentor, who's actually 4 levels ahead of her, and show you what it looks like when we do a call. And I did exactly what she showed me works for them. So I am plugging us into a system that proven works. All we have to do is do it. The hard part about network marketing has always been offering it to the list of people, In Beachbody, our hard was something next level. We had a lot of investment, right? Of time and heart and all that. So I don't know if I can slice a pie any more times than I have this one. I hope that you kind of plug in, you do it, because you're not going to have your questions answered until you start putting it into action. That's just like, Michelle's talking about the back and all that stuff. No one really ever understands volume until they start seeing it happen in their back office. So for me to tell someone to learn volume and how that looks on each side before they start signing coaches is usually, that's not the way I usually like to do it. I like for them to start signing some people and then they learn that. But, everyone's different. So I don't know how, people want to learn it a little different. That's totally cool. So, all right. I hope that was helpful, guys. Sorry about, follow me here, 3, 2, 2:30. Today has been crazy. I've been really at the beck and call of others' agendas, which is not bad. I lost control and my day started spinning. So bad on me, but that's okay. You know, it's my first day out of 3 weeks to not have control. So that's good. That's good. I love you guys. I hope you're excited. I am. I've seen a shift in people's brains. It's good. It's going to work. All right. Got to get your list. Talk to you guys soon.